Picking up where we left off in Juno New Origins, we had completed several contracts, and we have even more contracts that we can complete moving forward. We have $2.47 million. We have tech points, we have money, and we have contracts. So we're going to take all of these contracts. So we're going to try to do all of these contracts in a single launch. So the plan, the general plan is we're going to focus on getting the CubeSat into orbit. And we'll have the extra delta V to get into this orbit. And then by that point, we'll have already completed light speed. And then we can deorbit and crash over 500 kilometers away from the village, completing all of these. Yeah, only want to be about 60% throttle. That way we can increase our altitude while not increasing our surface speed. That way we don't experience as much air resistance. Does it show drag loss here? This is what I'm talking about. But yes, this drag loss statistic is very important because the atmosphere, the air molecules are getting in the way all the way up, and that causes friction and it causes drag. So if you go too fast, too quickly, it's like hitting a brick wall. You hit the atmosphere going fast enough, it's like hitting a brick wall. It's like doing a belly flop into the water. As long as our surface speed is increasing. I'm gonna switch it to orbit. We don't need to crank the engine. Have it at 50%. Now we can start rotating. Now that we are very close to being out of the atmosphere, I'm gonna get our apoapsis to 102 kilometers. That way I know we're safe and we won't start falling down and having a inefficient burn. Because if you start falling back down, you're fighting against the fall, you're chasing your apoapsis. It's not ideal. High enough apoapsis now. And then from here, we will begin to burn once our altitude reaches over... we can start burning now. Yeah. I'm gonna start burning prograde because our time to apoapsis can't reach 0. If that reaches 0, we have a problem. Well, we completed that contract. Yeah, we're just not going to make it. I think we just got our apoapsis too high. We have re-entered going this fast in the past successfully. There's the reflection on the water so we can see it. Coming in at 140 meters per second. Aha! Yeah, the recovery cost will cost 1.6 million. So just destroy the craft. And we came out in profit. But this rocket, as it stands, is incapable of getting this CubeSat into orbit. All right, so we have $53.9 million. We've accepted all of these contracts, and our goal now is to get the CubeSat, the Drew orbit, and the light speed done. Then our long-term goal is going to be getting the Luna flyby. So this rocket, we just added some more strength to it. Make that one max size. I don't think we can actually make this max size. It changes our height. See, our height is 10.1 meter. There, 10 meters, exactly. Let's go. Yeah, that stage burn time is an important statistic. Our ISP is 275, that's good. Our altitude's still increasing, so I'm gonna speed up time. So I feel like it should be able to get the job done. All right, we need to get to 102. All right, detach the CubeSat. There's another 242,000. And now we need to get into this orbit. I think we're going to get to our apoapsis first, and then I'm going to burn exactly prograde to get our periapsis up. And then I'm going to wait until our periapsis, which is in 22 minutes. Yeah, 165 frames when we are in orbit, just by the way. Hold it for 5 seconds, and we just got 491,000. We still have 349 meters per second of delta V. I'm going to wait until our apoapsis, and I'm going to burn retrograde so that we bring our periapsis down below 70 kilometers. That way, this will deorbit. I like this color, this like dark blue color. It's cool. Using the last of our delta V to deorbit. We had a decent amount of delta V left over after completing those. I'm angling us so that we burn up in the atmosphere. We should burn up. Maybe? The game really gives you the benefit of the doubt when it comes to re-entering. But now we are dropping rapidly. And at the last second, I'm going to point prograde. Why don't they design a rocket that can just dive into the ocean? You wouldn't need to spend all that extra delta V right at the end. It's just an interesting thought. They should just make an airplane that has a giant net on it that can catch the booster as it falls back down to... No, just like these crazy ideas. So yeah, now we have 54 million. Our next goal in this game is going to be 3 CubeSats this time. I think that we did pretty well, and we're all set up to get this Luna flyby completed. But yeah, this was a good time in Juno New Origins. I'm having fun getting these contracts completed, but I'm taking my time with it. But yeah, GG's.